Prince Harry just suffered a major loss to both Piers Morgan and Rupert Murdoch, and King Charles is furious. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor. So glad to be with you all. I hope you're all doing well. But Prince Harry, man, he is not catching a break. And Piers Morgan and Rupert Murdoch just suffered massive wins regarding his case. He failed to ensnare these trophy targets in his phone hacking lawsuit. Now, for those of you who missed it, I've now become a regular on Piers Morgan Uncensored. It's kind of cool. He had me back last week, and I'm going to be on today's show over on Piers Morgan's channel today. In fact, we'll be live later today at 3:30 p.m. We might be live after you watch this, so head on over to Popcorn Planet. We'll be continuing our debate from the Piers Morgan show. I pushed back a little bit this time. I had some fun. We'll talk about that experience and what Piers has been like, so join us over on Planet later. But Piers got a big win today, along with Rupert Murdoch, as Harry tried to use them as trophy targets, and the judge threw it out. Prince Harry will not be able to expand his phone hacking lawsuit against News Group newspapers to include Rupert Murdoch and Piers Morgan, the UK High Court has ruled. Mr. Justice Fancourt ruled on Tuesday that individual allegations against Murdoch and Morgan were not material to the case, which is on course to go on trial next January. Prince Harry and 40 others are suing NGN, which publishes the Sun newspaper and shuttered News of the World, over allegations of phone hacking and unlawful information gathering. The publisher denies the allegations. Fancourt said he was blocking the plaintiff's desire to include trophy targets in the legal proceeding, adding that this cannot be an end in itself. Murdoch owns News Group newspapers, while Morgan has had a bitter ongoing feud with Prince Harry, as we know. He was the editor of the News of the World for around 2 years from 1994. In a statement, News Group newspaper said the court in its judgment today has thoroughly vindicated NGN's position and did not give permission to introduce large and significant portions of the amendments. NGN welcomed the judge's decision and comments. Duke of Sussex's lawyers were granted permission in principle to name and make allegations against certain fellow further journalists and private investigators. Now, again, as Variety gets a little bit more into detail on what this all means, they can do a later lawsuit, but it can't be folded into this current litigation. Claims against Murdoch would effectively amount to a new lawsuit, and that's why ultimately it's not going to happen. He was also denied permission to include allegations dating back before 96 and after 2011, the period for which many of the phone hacking claims have already been dealt with in either criminal or civil courts. According to Reuters, Harry wanted to widen the time span of his suit to include articles about his mother, Princess Diana, published in the 90s, as well as those from 2016 when he began dating his now wife, Meghan. He claimed that they hired private investigators to target Meghan. Judge Fancourt, who was presiding over the case, did allow Harry to make some amendments to his claims, however, including allegations about bugging and accusations against more individuals. At a hearing in March 2024, the claimant sought to introduce wide-ranging allegations in their pleadings. Of a rep for NGN said the following: judgment. I was trying to remove this video. It's just annoying me. I can't close it. Close it. I can't. NGN argued that the number of these were irrelevant to the fair and just determination of claims and had nothing to do with seeking competition for victims of phone hacking or unlawful information gathering. The court, in its judgment today, has thoroughly vindicated NGN's position and did not give permission to introduce large and significant portions. Reps for Harry did not respond. The case is scheduled for January 2025. So again, look, they're not off. If he wants to pursue, they can, but they're not going to get it on here, which he was trying to do. He was clearly overreaching, as he tends to do. And today, Piers and Rupert get big wins. So as someone who's now a regular on Piers Morgan, kudos, sir, to my fellow broadcaster. He must be enjoying this because Harry really was trying to get, as they called it, these trophy targets. Now, all of this is also happening at the same time that King Charles is allegedly angrier than ever over Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Nigeria trip. Now, I want to break this down more. I'm going to get some experts this week to really break down what went wrong, why this is so egregious. I think a lot of you know, but I'd like to be informed and have some more conversations about this because this Nigeria trip is mind-blowingly stupid of them. They are out there just trying to play like they're royals when they're not. They're not working royals. And this is exactly what these rules are to make them not royals, to go do Netflix shows or produce or go around to wineries and introduce Kevin Costner or whatever. Those types of things I'm sure no one was really caring about. But to go to other countries and have those countries call them royals and treat them as royals, this is a dangerous move. And that's where things could actually take a turn. And I do believe this. The nightmare situation reportedly confirmed the worst fears. King Charles reportedly has a bone to pick with Harry and Meghan over their trip to Nigeria. The king is believed to be angrier than anyone ever has seen him over the couple's travels because it looked too similar to an official royal tour. Harry and Meghan embarked on a 3-day trip to Nigeria where they met with officials, turned towards schools, visited charities, as one also does on a royal tour. And according to royal author Tom Quinn, the DIY royal tour of sorts has left both King Charles and Prince William furious, as they should be. William is absolutely furious and determined to find a way to stop this happening in the future. Charles is said to be angrier than anyone has ever seen him. Quinn added that what's really upset the apple cart was the fact that the couple's hosts in Nigeria also organized the event as if it were an official tour. All the signs were there as the couple were greeted with dances, receptions, visit to schools, and charities. Quinn would continue, which really made it sound like senior royal members are experiencing a little FOMO. No, that's not what it is. Supposedly, the family has been worried for some time that the former senior royals who left the family would try to pull a fast one, and that this excursion just confirmed their worst fear. Not that the family has any domain over Nigeria where the couple travels, but Quinn said it's easy to see why the senior royals are worried. William and Charles are scratching their heads and thinking, how are we going to control this nightmare situation? William and his father don't like it one bit. For Charles and William, it's as if Meghan and Harry are saying, we don't need your permission to be working royals. We will do it on our own terms, whenever and wherever we like. The husband and wife's voyage to Africa came after Prince Harry celebrated the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games, which was started with his brother William. Let's not forget. And they obviously passed on doing it. Now, but let's not forget, not only did they make this a royal tour, they brought Netflix cameras and they tried to get the king and William to be there and even dangled the kids. They were like, oh, well, we might be able to meet our kids finally, see your grandkids if you want to come make an appearance at the Invictus Games, because Harry knew that would get more attention. This is all PR plays. This is all PR move to try to get more and more attention to their gain, to line their pockets. And it's just messed up because they said they don't want to be royals. Well, that's what you're doing. You want the royal activities, but you want it to put into your pocket and your gains. And yeah, that's a problem. That's why everyone's so upset at them, and they're proving everybody right. They don't have the right to just go do this the way it is. And why are people letting them? That's what I still can't figure out. They're nobodies. They're not working royals. They have no sway, no power. They have nothing. And to do all this while his father and his sister-in-law are battling cancer, it is just so duplicitous. But yeah, I just can't even begin to understand how one could do this. Now I get they're against the royal family. Clearly, they've disowned them in ways. They've labeled them racist. They've called them out. They've spilled secrets. I get all that they don't like them, but to keep going this far while they're recovering, man, that is dark. That is dark. And all while still always playing the victim. They can never stop playing the victim. And I'm over it. I'm over them, and I'm over their incessant whining. I don't know why my button, because I didn't have it open. I tried to get my button. There it is. Enough already! Enough already, you losers! It makes me happy that Piers and Rupert did it. They get out of this. I don't want him to get any wins. I don't think he's done anything right. I think this man is a fraud. This man's lazy. This man's done nothing but be born into a family of privilege that he's pushed away from and expects that privilege when he's done none of the work to retain that privilege. Sorry, I can't get in on that. I don't feel sorry for you anymore. I did for a little while, but man, I've lost my patience. What do you guys think? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, smash the thumbs up as well for all the engagement helps, and let me know your thoughts down below. How frustrated are you on a scale of 1 to 10? I want to hear it. And don't forget to join us over on Popcorn Planet. We'll be live. I'll be talking about and showing you a portion of my latest interview with Piers Morgan over there. We had a lot of fun. It got a little bit more feisty, so make sure not to miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Palace.